I'd like to now invite Reverend Dan Smith from First Church Cambridge, also Vice President of the Greater Boston Interfaith Organization, and a dear brother of mine.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Reverend Dan Smith, Senior Minister of the First Church in Cambridge Congregational. I'm a leader in the Greater Boston Interfaith Organization and a leader in the Mass Coalition to Prevent Gun Violence. It's an honor to be invited here to share in your prayer service. In our Christian tradition, it is what we call Advent. It's a season in which we prepare to hear the story of a holy migrant family living in a violent time when a sweeping governmental census was being taken. And we recall that the angel Gabriel came first to bring the good news of Jesus' birth. In our scripture, the angel begins the announcement by sharing one of the most oft-repeated verses and lines in scripture. It is, "Fear not." These are words of strength and comfort and solace in uncertain and trying times. Before I go further, I want to invite us all to imagine that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of others from our communities standing with us here today in spirit, standing with you as one congregation with a shared message for each other and for the rest of our city and world. That message is fear not, or keep calm. With each of you, we mourn the loss of life given recent mass shootings. We weep, and God weeps at these senseless and cruel acts. But in the wake of acts of real violence in our world, we also mourn and resist and decry a spiritual violence that too often follows. The spikes in fear and hatred and unfounded accusation, the dirty looks, the racist slurs. We lament and resist this spiritual violence that occurs to all of us whenever tragedies are politicized, when they lead to unjust profiling or policy proposals. Some would seek to divide us, Muslims from Christians, from Jews. Today, though, we stand together to resist with every fiber of our beings, not only the physical violence, but the spiritual violence as well, that occurs to us all when people jump to conclusions based solely on ethnicity, race, or creed. With you, with my brother Yusufi, my new brother Sheikh Yasir, Imam Murphy, Suzanne, so many others who I've had the opportunity to come to know and love in this community. I hurt. My heart hurts. And I'm disgusted viscerally when I see expressions of Islamophobia or racism, whether on TV, online, in the streets, on the walls of a mosque in Burlington, or just as sound bites. As we know, thoughts and prayers are not enough. So today, let us recommit without fear to grow these interfaith bonds, to build that greater congregation in a greater Boston, in a greater America that can heed the angel's call to resist the ways of fear and embrace the way of love and compassion and justice. May we call upon those angels even now to announce and spread the message far and wide. Fear not, for God is with us, our rock, our strength, the source of our solace and solidarity and love. Amen.